Hello, everyone. Welcome. We really appreciate you joining us for this webinar, and we are happy to see people very engaged with the AMA. We had a great first event 2 weeks ago, and this is our second online event, so we are really pleased that you have joined us. And for the time being, we are going to have online events. Keep an eye out on amaphoenix.org for our upcoming events. I do want to welcome our speaker, Desiree Martinez. She is a great friend of the AMA from quite a long time ago. This is when Desiree was Desiree Ford and not Desiree Martinez. This was before she moved with her military husband to South Korea and spent a couple of years there. This was before 2 children. So she's back in Phoenix. We are thrilled to have her here. And just a little bit about Desiree. She is the founder and creative director of All-in-One Social Media. She is also the founder of Social Media Day here in Phoenix and a contributor to Social Media Examiner. I hear she's a Harry Potter enthusiast, so that's fun information as well. We are pretty much ready. We do want to, before we get started, we would like to say thank you to our sponsors. They are tremendous friends of ours. We couldn't do what we do without them. And year after year, they support us wholeheartedly. So thank you to each and every one of our sponsors. And we also thank our supporters. Our board members are the companies behind our supporters. We again get, I don't have any words to thank the people that put in the amount of hours they put in to make our organization and our events a success. So thank you. Without further delay, let's get to the program with Desiree, Content Marketing Strategy, 6 Steps to Creating Effective Goals. Desiree, welcome.
Thanks for having me, everybody. I'm really excited to be here. Like Anna said, I am I just need to be able to share my screen, Taylor, and then I can pull up my presentation, please. So this, I've been talking about that. I have had this title and this plan with AMA for kind of a long time. And so this was, it's fine. And so, so much has happened since this title was established, and so much has been going on in the world, and I have had so much self-discovery with like my own clients, and then we hit COVID and all of these things. So we're going to be talking about content marketing strategy and a lot of stuff, but I want to make sure that you understand like where I'm coming from and like how this all happened. Like Anna said, I am a video creator, podcaster, and I'm a YouTuber teaching people how to grow their businesses and with better content marketing. I started off as a social media marketer actually back in 2010. I'm kind of I consider myself like an OG in this space. I kind of just created this job when these sorts of jobs didn't exist. I later became a military spouse and a mom, and I needed to figure out how I could continue to grow my do-it-for-you agency that puts military spouses to work when we got sent to South Korea. And I happened to come across a book called Vlog Like a Boss by Amy Landino. She's Amy Schmittauer then, now she's Amy Landino. And it taught me that I could use video and specifically YouTube to build connections with people so that I was able to grow my business, even though I was on the other side of the world, no matter where I was. And YouTube quickly became the pillar to all of my marketing because it was so dang effective. Now, if you want to go check out what I have going on, I would highly encourage you to go check out my YouTube channel, which you can see under Desiree Martinez, where again, I'm helping you grow your business with better content marketing. I have a podcast called The Women of YouTube, where we're telling the stories of women YouTubers to inspire other women to start creating on YouTube. And I also have a book that's coming out on June 30th, which is also Social Media Day, which is also the official marker of my 10-year anniversary as a social media marketer, called Inspiration from Desperation, 10 Years of Unfiltered Failures and Successes as an OG social media marketer. So the number one thing I think that we need to talk about when it comes to content marketing strategy is that it is 2020. And everything that you do when you're creating content, I truly, wholeheartedly, with all of my heart, must start with video. Video is how we connect with people. It's how we can like let down the guard and see things that are unfiltered. And I'm not talking video like some fully crazy, overly produced thing like people kind of expect, like commercial. I'm talking videos where we're connecting with people and showing who we are and what we are about, and letting down that veil. It's so easy for brands to hide behind their logos and their buildings and not build that personal connection. And video is going to help you tear down that wall and build connections. Unless you're like a gigantic brand like Nike or Starbucks or Target or something like that, you should be using video to build connection and tell your story and the stories of your customers to make things happen. Now, I guess like going forward in this, like you can kind of use this strategy that I'm going to break down for you in two parts. You can use this for your clients if you have marketing clients that you're working for, or you can use this for yourself in your own agency or your own business. I fully understand that Culver's kids are the last ones to get shoes. And I know that you guys probably spend so much time trying to help your customers with their marketing that you forget to market for yourself. So try and find a way to do that for yourself. I spend more time marketing myself and my business than I do for my clients because I have an established team in place. And I know that I'm in a unique situation, but that's how I knew I had to grow it. Because if I can't break down those walls and share my story and who I am and what I have going on and help people, there's no point in me really doing anything else. And this is a system that I use for my customers as well. So before we dive into video, I really want to make sure that you know there's a very big difference between being a YouTuber and using video marketing. I am not interested in making you guys a YouTuber. Being a YouTuber is a job. Like it's a full-time job. It's something I'm kind of obsessed with doing. And there are people that do this like way more than I do. There are people that are dedicated to creating constantly and consistency. Some of them do it daily. A lot of people do it a couple times a week because it's the pillar for all their brand, and all of their income lives and dies by YouTube. Everything starts within there. Like they not only get AdSense, but their brand partnerships, their list building, everything like that comes from YouTube because their follower count, their views is how they make money. But a video marketer is different because it's an extension of your business and it's an extension of your brand. And you probably already have a job. Like you guys are marketers. The companies that you work with, like they're the ones who are actually doing the actual work, and that's why they've brought you on. So video marketing is a tool to fuel that part of their business. It also is a great way to create purpose and sales-driven content, which is what we're going to dive into in our content strategy, which is creating video. I want to teach you to create video smart, not hard. And I believe that you can use video as a method to fuel your income and get you leads in addition to the other things that you're doing. So really important to distinguish between the two, because so many people hear YouTube and they instantly go to like this whole YouTuber thing. So for an example, this is Monica Church. She is a YouTuber. Right? Her whole job is to just like talk about her life and what she has going on. And she does all of these different things. Like she bought an Airstream. She talks about what she's not buying anymore. She talks about where she goes, what she does, that kind of stuff. That is what we think of when we think YouTuber. But when you actually should think about video marketing and how you can use YouTube is to solve problems that is around what you live, eat, sleep, breathe, love for your business, and use it as an extension of what you're doing to get you leads. This is Karen Carr. She's a realtor down in Georgia, and she uses YouTube to get as her number one lead source for her business. And all she does is every single week she posts a video up answering a question that people are already asking her all the time. And we'll get into that strategy in a second. And then she's also sharing things that are going on. I really wanted to make sure to highlight this like safer showings in the bottom corner, because she's able to create a topical video related to her industry to deal with the times. So this is how I would really like you guys to think about video marketing, where your income and your success does not live and die through subscriber counts and views, but rather how many leads are you getting from solving people's problems. So you don't need to constantly be creating to have success with video marketing. And in fact, everything that I'm going to talk about from here is going to be around the concept of creating one video per month as the pillar for all of your marketing. Like I said, I want you guys to do more by creating less. So there's really only 3 things that you need to effectively use video as a part of your marketing strategy. So number 1, you need a video. That's kind of obvious, I think. You also need an email capture. This is going to be like your too good to be true offer, and a way for you to collect those leads and those people interested in you. And then the content plan is going to be all about how am I distributing like this video and everything that supports it out into the world. So first, what videos should you be creating first, right? So a lot of us get kind of caught up like, I don't know what to create. I don't know what to do. I'm not super fun and fancy or whatever. Let's simplify this down. You need to solve problems. That's all I want you to be thinking about doing when it comes to creating videos. And how you're going to solve problems is by asking yourself, what are the questions you get asked all the time? Right, so if I'm talking about myself, things I get asked all the time are, how do I get started with video? What's the right social network for me to be on for my brand? How do I do these specific things within these different social networks? How do I create email opt-in? All these kinds of things. These are questions I get asked all the time. And so I'm creating videos for each one of these for each one of these questions to answer it. Because you better believe if someone is asking you that question, they probably are Googling that question as well. So we want to be the person that has the solution based on the things people are searching for. So this is going to work really well for you for 2 reasons. Number 1, you're going to get the most bang for your buck for this. Not only is creating a video that answers a commonly asked question going to be helpful for search, but you're going to be able to keep using it over and over again. You can use it on your website. You can add to your FAQs. You can send it to people when they're asking you those questions. If you do bot marketing, if you do email marketing, drip campaigns, you're going to be able to get so much out of this video, and it's going to allow for you to, again, do more by creating less. It's also going to be really easy for you to talk about these things. All right, if you're trying to come up with something fancy and crazy and complicated and whatever it may be, where it's like very deep, or you're trying to do so much of it, it's going to fail in your first videos, because you just need to get past that barrier of getting comfortable on camera, talking to somebody that isn't there. Like for me right now, I'm in my office talking to my webcam, and there's nobody else around here. But it's easy for me to talk to you through this machine, because I know what I'm talking about, because this is something I live, eat, sleep, breathe, and teach other people all the time. It's the same thing that happens to you when you're networking with people, when you're on the phone with people, when you're answering comments on Facebook and on Instagram. You know how to talk about these things, so it's going to be easy for you to get excited and translate that onto video. Now, when you solve people's problems for video, it will keep working for you. Again, I'm interested in you creating smart, not hard. I know I keep saying that a lot, but when you create something based on search, based on answering a question, it's going to become evergreen. And as we know as marketers, evergreen means it's something that keeps on working for you. My most popular videos on YouTube right now are from over 1.5 years ago and later, because they keep working for me. And I keep and I keep solving problems, yes, but the old problems are still people's new problems right now. The next thing that I want you to think about doing when you're coming into your strategy is step number 2, which is you need to create your offer. Now, this is your too good to be free kind of a thing. I know a lot of us talk about this, but you need to have this for yourself as well. You need to have that checklist, that freebie, that resource, that worksheet that you can keep using over and over and over again to get people into your funnel. I love video marketing, but I also know that I am publishing that video on rented space. So YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all those places are rented space. Something could happen on those third parties that could completely derail my whole strategy. it happens over and over and over again whenever they're trying to update an algorithm, because at the end of the day, these third-party people do not care about you, the creator. They care about the consumer more than anything else. And so they're going to make sure that those people are happy before your business is happy. So make sure you have a way to keep talking to people outside of these third-party platforms with your email. Right. So again, you create a checklist of Freebie Resource. If you look on the screen, I have a link to something. And again, I'm more than happy to email you guys all the links I have that I'm going to talk about in this presentation. Just shoot me an email, or I can have Anna and Nat send it to everybody. But this is my freebie. This is my too good to be true thing. And it's my content marketing planning worksheet, which I'll talk about in the next section. We're talking about content planning. And it's just an easy way for people to plan their content. So I use this all the time when I'm talking through my videos, when I'm sharing with people information and they're asking me things. So I use Convertkit as my favorite tool to do email opt-ins. I use Convertkit because it has a pop-up. It has a landing page feature. It has the email broadcast. I can do sequences, automations, tags, and I find it really affordable. When you're getting started, it's really nice because they have a free up to 100 email plan, and then it's only like $2.99 for up to 1,000 emails. And I think that is way better than something like MailChimp, because MailChimp, like I've used them all: Infusionsoft, MailChimp, Aweber, not Convert, I forget the other one, but I've used all of them, and they just don't work as well, and they require like all these extra third-party tools. I found that my emails were getting stuck into spam boxes and into promotion folders, versus Convertkit. They seem to work a lot better. So that's my recommendation and my preferred method. So again, we're trying to create smart, not hard. And that's why having a content plan is going to be so important. So again, I talked about my freebie, which is this spreadsheet. So I want to walk you through how content planning will help you. Again, we as marketers know that you need to have a strategy and a plan when you're putting things into place, but it can be a little harder when you're thinking about it for yourself, or you're trying to do more with less. So by figuring out how to take one concept and putting it in all the places, you're going to get a lot farther. So again, with this sheet, you can like do the brain dump. You can look at what's working for the brand. You can see what's happening in the industry and topics. So maybe whatever you do is going to be related to it. Do you have any holidays that are coming up? These are things that maybe you need to talk about, or that could interfere with your objectives or tailor what your decisions are going to be. And then again, we're going to have things like you want to keep track of how things are going on a month-to-month basis. How many web views have you had? Facebook visits and likes, watch times, Twitter, Instagram, all of that stuff. And then you want to take all of that information and put it into the plan. So for the month, what is your goal and objective? So if my goal is like 100 emails, or my goal is to make 10 sales, or whatever it is, that's what the goal is. And so based on the information you've planned out and what's going on in the world and your goal, that's going to tailor what video, what problem you're going to solve that month. So for example, right now it's May, we're heading into June. A problem that I would probably want to solve for people is like new ways to get online attention through a pandemic. So that would be my promotion, because my goal is going to be views and email opt-ins, and I know what's going on in the world and what holidays are happening and all that stuff. And so based on my goal and my promotion, now I want to plan out what are the things that I need to do to support this promotion, right? So I need to know if I need to have a landing page. I need to make sure I'm creating that email. I need to have a blog. I need to create that video. And I need to have all of the supporting content that I need to do from this one thing that you're going to make, this one video that's going to solve for this one promo for that one goal, right? Keep it simple. Again, do more with less. And then you're going to take your plan, you're going to put it into a calendar. Now, I'm kind of old school. And again, as someone who's been doing this for 10 years, I find a Google spreadsheet to be the easiest way to plan my content. And I have this as an addition to the opt-in that you can get into. And it's, you just break it down by the different platforms that you have, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram stories, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Twitter, email, and a blog. And then you can like assign a theme to it if you have the media. So by media, this is going to be like, is it a link? Is it a photo? Is it a video? Is it a poll? Is it a survey? Is it a GIF? Like, this is the media that you're using to promote it. What's the message that you're going to write that's tailored to this? I don't think you need to put your blog message in here or your email, but you can always say, see tool or whatever, or put the subject in there. Any hashtags that you would do to support it. And then what I like is the to-do. This is going to tell me, okay, because I know this is going to happen, my to-do is I need to create that video. I need to put up on Facebook. I need to create the GIF, the story, whatever. And then I do it for every day of the month. And then each month down here, or each day in these tabs, I break it down by week. And then I have my own special little marker. This like light blue means it's Monday, which again, to each their own. And then when I have everything created, once I have everything planned, I know where everything is supposed to go and it has a home and a purpose, I execute it into my calendar, which I use Sendable for. Now, guys, I want you to remember I've been a social media marketer for 10 years. I have tried all of the social pushing sites, the Sprout Socials, the Agora Pulses, the Hootsuite, all of them. I have started, Sendable is actually the first software I ever used. I started using it in July of 2010. And I've tried using other tools that are supposed to be better. I always come back to Sendable because I don't need all the extra stuff. I don't need to get like Tailwind for Pinterest. I don't need to, I can push my blogs out here. I can do all of my reporting through here. I can use it in here and it's easy. I can add team members to it really easy. It's very affordable. And you can use the calendar tool to see where you're going to post things and to what network and place that they need to go to. So on to the third part of all of this. So once we have our video, once we have our content thing, and then once we have it planned out, now we need to talk about distributing it and putting it in all the places. So as you can see from this spreadsheet here from our one video, I'm going to be able to put that one video in all of these places throughout the month. So I'm going to create my one video that solves that problem. I'm going to put it on YouTube and do all the things I need to make sure that it works best, like optimization, titling, keywords, descriptions, all that. I'm going to make a blog. I have a tool that's going to make writing blogs for your videos super easy. And I'm also going to send an email. Now you can choose how many times you email your list. Because I create videos every week, I email my list every week. If you create a video once a month, consider sending your email out twice a month. So maybe you're doing like an email when the video comes out to promote it. And then maybe you're doing a follow-up that like maybe it's to support the blog, but the blog is just based on the video or something like that. Because you can't expect everyone to see your email the moment it gets opened, and then staying in contact helps your emails from getting into those spam boxes. You're also going to want to check out what you're going to do with social media. Put it on all the places that you can. You can do this with sharing it natively. Nothing wrong with sharing a video natively onto the platforms rather than a YouTube link. In fact, YouTube, Facebook and LinkedIn prefer that, and they'll give you preferential treatment with the algorithm, especially the longer the video is. You can promote the links to your YouTube channel as well, to your blog as well. You can also create teaser videos, which I'll show you what I'm talking about there. Create other social videos and posts. There's a lot you can do from this one video. Some things that aren't in here that you can create are just regular images and GIFs. And so you'll be able to do a lot. So let's dive into the content you should be creating from what you can create from one video to support everything that you're doing. So the first things first is we have our original video. All right. And this is, I would suggest housing this on YouTube. You're going to create a thumbnail. Now, a thumbnail is something that you need to go on the video because that's what entices people to click on both Facebook and on YouTube. The thumbnail is for people that don't autoplay. People are searching for things. They want that thumbnail because it's going to be pretty. If you want people to click on your video, you have to have a thumbnail. You're going to convert your YouTube video into a blog post. And I'm going to show you again a tool and as we get near the end that's going to make it super easy for you to do this. But what you really need to know is that a blog that has a video on it will always outrank a blog that does not have one. I want you to think about this from like an analytical place. If you're going to Google to solve a problem and you have a blog post up and it has a video that's on YouTube, it's a double whammy hit because Google owns YouTube and they want you to play their game. So where we are currently, that's going to have a lot of benefit for you. You want to then do some email marketing to promote your latest video that you have going out, and tailor it with promotion and story. Don't make it super salesy, but again, you guys are marketers. You know this already. And then we're going to have creating, oh, sorry, the email marketing was doing. Now we're going to make promotional promotional images. So you want to do like a vertical one. You can use this vertical one for Instagram stories, IGTV covers. You can use them for even in the Facebook newsfeed. You can do the square for Instagram, as well as that horizontal one. As you notice, this horizontal promotional image is the same as a thumbnail. Totally fine. It's exactly what I do too. Next is quote images. So again, to promote the same piece of content, I'm sure you have said something super brilliant that you could quote yourself on, or a tip, or something that could be, I call it a thumb scrolling piece of content, so that people can, again, you're doing more with less. You're creating more different kinds of content based on the kinds of content people want to consume with what you've already done. Same exact thing, vertical, square, and horizontal versions of this. Next, we're going to create a Pinterest image. Now, I want you to take note here that our Pinterest images are totally different than our vertical images. The reason for this is because, as you know, Pinterest images have their own look and feel. You're trying to create something truly beautiful like on Instagram, but with text and based on what people are kind of searching for and looking for on Pinterest. No matter what anyone's going to tell you, Pinterest is not a social network. Pinterest is a search engine, just like YouTube is a search engine. So try and think of it that way. And the reasons you're going to want to create two of these is because you're going to want to have one that backlinks to your YouTube video and another one that backlinks to your blog. That way you can have more pieces of content that push to the different things that you have to offer for your brand. Next, I want you to create a teaser video, and I'll let this play.
So you can spend a lot of time with video for your business. You're like, okay, I am ready to like make this a real commitment between Facebook and my video marketing strategy. So now I need to know what the hell to do with Creator Studio. Let's do this.
Okay, so this is a teaser video that I create, and I create a teaser video just like this for all of my videos, where I have the title of the video here at the top, and I tell them where they can go watch it in full. Because again, my objective is to drive people to YouTube to get the full video. This kind of video I can use on Instagram or as a social video post on Facebook or LinkedIn, and then in the message I can have the link where they can go watch it in full. So this is a great different kinds of social piece to get people interested in your content and watching what you have. Another option is a text animation video. I find these to be really fun ways to get people to click on videos and see what I have to offer. I do these little like face things at the end of all my videos because I'm gonna take a screen capture of that image for my thumbnail. So like this video that you saw of me making this face is me just creating a thumbnail. But again, I turned it into more by like talking about what the video is. So the video I made is making text animation videos super easy and free. And that's what this text animation video does. It's a social video that's quick, easy, and engaging, and hopefully can get people to head over to my YouTube channel and click and watch. So here's kind of a recap if y'all want to take a screen capture of this. This is what I suggest that you make with every video. Again, one video has allowed for us to make all of these different pieces of content for us to share throughout the month to keep promoting that same objective, which is to accomplish that goal and get people to and make you that expert that's going to, it just happens by being everywhere in all of the places with the problem that you solved. So to talk about tools, which I think is really important, because as a marketer and as a business owner, I have limited time and I only have access to so many resources. And sometimes it's easier just to do things on my own as well. Even though like I have like a graphic design company on retainer and, you know, I have a team, I still find it easier to just kind of make things for myself. So these are some tools I find that make things super quick and easy. So for example, this is Captioning. Captioning is one of my favorite tools right now because it allows me to do so much with social video. So what this is doing is it's taking this original video and I can convert it into all of the different recommended sizes for all of the places. So I can do this for Facebook and I can size it for Twitter. I can size it for Instagram and I can size it for Instagram stories or Facebook stories. By being able to size things for this specific media, as you know, it increases our opportunity for engagement, because when you play by the platform's rules and people expect content in this way on the platform, it works better. I don't know about you guys, but when I see, horizontal video on Instagram, it kind of just weirds me out, because I'm like, why are you doing that? And again, I'm kind of guilty of it in my own right sometimes, because I'll put up my Instagram TV videos vertically. So it's just kind of doing what you can. But Kapwing is free, which is what I like it. You do have the watermark in the corner, but it's a free tool. And then if you really want to get the paid version, it's $20 a month. And they have like some smoke and deal where it's like a crazy discount if you buy it for a full year. And you can do all of these different things and more. They've since have added like subtitles, like it'll generate subtitles for you. You can embed them into your videos. They do a lot of fun things about like trending stuff, like templates for creating things. Like recently they had one for the Bill Clinton record challenge. Guess this picture of Bill Clinton came out where he had records and headphones on, and so everyone was changing out their records, like their face or their favorite music and stuff. They created a template to make it really easy for you. You're able to create videos, memes, all kinds of stuff really fast and really easy with Kapwing. Another one I like is Biteable. So this is the tool I use for creating text animated videos. I did a summit at the end of April to help people who were struggling, businesses, mainly brick and mortar, who were struggling with like what to do now that their business was closed forcibly and unexpectedly, and like how they can make money. And so I was like, let's put this event together to help them learn how to use the internet better, because businesses like that tend to always work in their business. They don't get to really work on it. And now is the perfect opportunity. So this is a free event. I used Biteable to create this promotional video that also I used on the website. I used it in emails. I used it as a Facebook ad, and it had all the stock video footage is from there. And the whole video took me probably like 20 minutes to make. I actually think I spent longer figuring out what the copy should be than actually putting the video together. So Biteable is a really great tool that's easy to use. And actually, this is the tool we use at my agency, because we do social video for all our customers. And this is what we use to do it. Another one I love is TubeBuddy. So TubeBuddy allows for me to make my videos have the best chance for success. And what I mean by that is, so in order for your videos to have great success through search is by having the right keywords in place. And the right keyword is like the foundation for what you want to do for creating your title, creating the video that you want to do, the description, everything. So as you can see from this back one where I have this like pour, this is getting started with social media. It was like just too broad. It was too common. It was too oversaturated. And TubeBuddy was like, no, Desiree, you should not make a video with this keyword. And so I tried to make it more, I tried to narrow it down even more. It's like social media starter kit. They're like, that's better, but it's not really something that's searched very much. Other people have like their own versions of this. Can you do better? And so then I got really, really specific. I said, getting started with social media for retail. And they're like, yes, this is the one for you. You should totally make this video. It has a medium search volume. It's not very competitive, and it has really good potential for optimization strength. Let's do this. And what's also nice is TubeBuddy has their SEO tool that lets you like walk through it to help make it perform better based on the keyword. TubeBuddy is my favorite tool. They're one of my partners for a lot of things. Because this tool is so great, I reached out to them and was like, how can we do more together? So again, TubeBuddy has a free plan that you can use to get started to help you with making sure you're like choosing the right keywords for those videos that are going to solve people's problems. Because it's one thing to solve people's problems with your video and make a great video. It's another thing to make sure it gets found and people can watch it. And then I want to introduce you to Rev.com. Now, Rev.com is a closed captioning tool. In fact, that you might not, this is the tool that you use and don't even know it, because Rev.com's clients are like Netflix and Amazon. All of the shows and all the closed captions you watch, they've probably generated it. It's a really wonderful company that also puts like stay-at-home moms and part-timers and all that kind of stuff to work by watching videos, and then they transcribe them into closed captions. Why I love Rev.com, besides the fact that they do closed captions, is that I can download the TXT file from my closed captions, and I can use that as the framework for my blog. So rather than having to spend all that time creating that video that I've already put my heart and soul into to share that information, trying to translate my talking to writing is a total time suck and pain in the butt, to the point where I just wouldn't even do it. But what I can do is download this TXT and adjust the words I say to be more readable, and I can have a blog in about 15 minutes because of rev.com. It's only $1.25 a minute. So if you have a video that's like 8 minutes, it's like, $10 and you have a blog post. So I highly recommend checking out rev.com as well. It's awesome sauce. Now, I went over a ton of stuff today. I talked a lot about video. I talked a lot about how you build a strategy out of your video, what you do with like your too good to be true email offer. I talked a lot about tools and things that you can do. And I know it's a lot of work. And so this might also be something that people are, a lot of you guys or your clients are struggling with trying to figure out how to get started. And because it's so much work and it's so intense, I have this video content marketing challenge I do over 30 days, and I hold your hand through that every single day. We do another piece of this presentation and more to help you put it together seamlessly, and you can see what it looks like so that you're able to have success with video marketing. Because again, video marketing in 2020 is the foundation for all content strategies, in my opinion. So thank you so much for listening to me ramble on for the past 45 minutes. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, you can always at me at Mrs. Desiree Rose on Instagram or email me. I'm more than happy to talk with you guys because I'm here to help. We're all in this together, right?
Excellent. Thank you so much, Desiree. You are such a wealth of information. And we do have a few questions here, so I'm just going to go ahead and ask them. One of the first questions was just, what editing software do you use?
So I have an editor, and he uses Adobe Premiere. And when I have to edit my own videos, I use iMovie because it's free and it came on my computer.
Yes, and iMovie is for Mac users too, so I think we should make that small note.
If you're looking for the PC equivalent, I recommend Filmora. Filmora is another free editing software that you can get.
Excellent, thank you. And then can you talk a little bit again about the benefit of posting videos natively to Facebook and LinkedIn versus only sharing the YouTube or Vimeo link?
Absolutely. So all these social networks that we love and use think they're special butterflies and don't want to play nice with each other. Like, it's just how it works. And I mean, you can't blame them. It's a free tool and they want everyone to stay there and keep all their attention. So when you're sharing outside links to things, like if you're sharing a YouTube video on Facebook or on LinkedIn, it doesn't get as much attention. But when you play their individual games for success, you can have you're basically gaming the algorithm. So Facebook wants long form videos, and a long form video is a video that's longer than 3 minutes. All right. So if you make videos on the regular, even if it is just once a month, even if it's just different versions of the same video, like a text animation version or a embedded closed captions version of it, or whatever it may be, when you post those 3-minute videos up on Facebook, they're like, yep, we like you. We're going to give you more attention on the algorithm because Facebook loves long form video above all else. And do you want to know why? It's because they can put ads in it. Now, you can get it to a certain point with Facebook where Facebook will pay you money and ad revenue for your long form videos, just like you do on YouTube. So whenever you're watching a video and it's longer and it has an ad pop up, that's because it's longer than 3 minutes. And the same thing happens with YouTube. If you have a video, if you have an ad before that YouTube video, it's because that YouTube creator has hit monetization. And it's a whole thing. Like, I can get into that with you guys separately, but that's what that is. With LinkedIn, long form video, they like their shorter form videos, but the most successful LinkedIn videos are the ones that have the closed captions embedded on the video. LinkedIn at this time does not have a closed caption option. Like, they don't have a way to like pre-generate it like Facebook or YouTube does based off of their listening tool. And they don't have a way for you to upload it. So if you can make a video and embed those captions in at the bottom, those videos will perform best for you. And usually 2 to 3 minutes is the jam.
All right, excellent. Thank you. So then let's talk about Sendable. does it post the content for you, or is it just a way to organize your content? And if it does post it for you, is it, you know, recognized by Facebook as a third party posting, or does it get past that algorithm?
Okay, so Sendable is a social media marketing tool. Like it does all the push things for you, so you can schedule it to go, and it goes to all of the places. So you can schedule Instagram posts, LinkedIn posts, Facebook group, all of the things that you can do. It does it. It is recognized as a third party tool with Facebook. However, it's kind of, I think it's based on the brand and the kind of page and stuff that it is, that it'll tell you whether it doesn't work or it does work. So I've done my own case studies, and I have never found with the different brands that I've worked at, and I've worked with brands as like little as like a local chiropractor, my own brand, all the way up to like I work with the world's largest skateboarding company, the world's largest YouTube skateboarding company. They have like almost 5 million subscribers, and they needed help with their Facebook page, and we posted third party for them, and it did nothing to decrease reach or engagement. What decreases reach and engagement is bad content. And a lot of people struggle with Facebook being effective for them because they're not posting long form content. Like if you're not, Facebook will give you such a small organic reach if you're not posting long form video content. That's why live streaming is so effective. And that's why like I fully just take my YouTube videos and I upload them directly to Facebook.
Excellent. And so is Sendable equivalent to a Hootsuite, Buffer, Sprout Social, etc.?
I mean, if you want to say equivalent in the sense of like, are they both social media management tools? Yes. But if you're talking quality, that's like comparing McDonald's to, you know, any amazing burger place that you've actually ever been to. I've used them all for years. And as an agency owner, as someone who manages lots of accounts, as somebody who has a team, as somebody who needs to manage a lot of content and plan things out and put it in lots of places, Sendable always ends up being the best tool because it has so much value. And then what also is really great about Sendable is it's a wonderful company. Like it's a company that actually.
Oh, we're losing you a little bit, Desiree. Can you repeat just the last line?
So what I love about Sendable is it's a great company. So
Still can't hear you, hon.
Uh-oh. Did I hit a button? Nope, I did not hit a button. I don't know what's going on. Nope. Yes, maybe. Uh-oh.
The good old turn off and turn back on, perhaps?
I can hear fine, Taylor.
Oh, okay.
Fun. My speakers went out, so just keep on going.
Okay. All right. But what I love about Sendable is that it's a company, like the company themselves takes into account what people want. So like if you are saying, you know what, I really would like it if I could post GIFs. I would really like it if I could have a visual planner for Instagram. I really wish that there's a way for me to schedule my posts to Instagram stories. I wish that there was a way for me to post to groups. Whatever those things are, they take them into account. You can also do Pinterest on it, which a lot of tools don't let you do very well. A lot of people have to rely on third parties like Tailwind or Later. Like I love Sendable. Like as a marketer, as a small business owner, as someone who's been using it for 10 years, like I think it's the best one. So if I have to pick, I will always pick Sendable.
Awesome. All right. My next question we have here is, what's the best way to deal with Instagram videos since you can't provide the links to your YouTube, your blog, or your website?
Okay, so there's two ways to go about that. You can do one, which is link in bio. If you have 10,000 subscribers, you can swipe up to YouTube. That's a pretty common one to do. The other way to get around this is Instagram TV. Now, again, as a video marketer, not a YouTuber, it's most important that people can consume your content, right? It's most important that the objective is to get people to do something off of whatever. Go to my website, go hit like or subscribe, go to this whatever, right? So what you can do is upload your video to Instagram TV, and then you have an Instagram link, and you can do a swipe up whether you have 10,000 followers or not with Instagram TV with stories. And then Instagram TV auto post to your grid on Instagram.
Thank you. And then with YouTube and using TubeBuddy, which I absolutely love TubeBuddy as well, is the keyword planner included in the free version of TubeBuddy, or is that restricted until you choose a particular plan? And which plan do you use?
Okay, so you can do 25 keyword searches a day with the free TubeBuddy. Like, that's the limitation. There's a lot of deep dive stuff with TubeBuddy. Like, TubeBuddy is awesome, but TubeBuddy is kind of made for people who like the different levels. It's based on like what your level of YouTuberness is. So I use the Legend account, which is the highest account, because I am a YouTuber. Like, that is a big part of my brand. I create 2 videos every single week, all about content marketing, and it funnels into my agency stuff. So, but I also do a lot of brand partnerships, and I do AdSense and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So, that's why it works for me. But the free one, I think, works just fine for people who are just getting started and trying to figure it out. I mean, again, you have to keep in mind you have the 25-day limit, but I have a bunch of videos on my YouTube channel. You can go check out how to get started.
Excellent, excellent. Do we have, how much are the paid plans? Do you know by chance what the various levels are for TubeBuddy? And, you know, what do you recommend for most people really just getting started to even use?
You know, if you really want to make sure that you're not blocked limitations, all paid versions of everything is almost always better, right? The free ones, as marketers, just give them a little taste, you know, getting them addicted so that they come back for more and more. Yep, totally made a drug reference. So that's exactly what it feels like sometimes. But with TubeBuddy, there's 3 plans. They have a Star, a Pro, a Legend. Star is $9, Pro is $19, and Legend is $49. So I think for $9 a month, because then you get like all the keyword searches and stuff like that, it's really nice. Like I said, and then, or you can just have the free account and just to see if you like it. All of the tools I talked about. So TubeBuddy, Kapwing, again, $20 a month, or you can buy the year for a discount. Sendable, I believe, has a $29.99 to get. Like, they have a 14-day free trial, and then it's $29.99 a month, and you can add 12 accounts to it. You get reporting, you get scheduling, you get everything. I think the only limit is like how many accounts you can have on it. But again, it's one tool that does it all. So, and then there's other ones in there as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Any other questions for Miss Desiree today? Any other questions? Going once. Going twice. All right. Well, this was such a wealth of information. We truly appreciate everything. And then we are going to pass it off to Miss Anna here in a moment, so that way she can close us off for the rest of the day. And let's see here. It looks like we might be getting some shared links from Desiree.
Yeah, I put the link to the challenge in the chat. It's going to have all these tools and then more and help you work through. Like I said, it's free. Just hold your hand through it. So because I know it's a lot. I don't expect everyone to walk away like ready to do it. So.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you again. And then we are going to just be closing it out here.
Great. Desiree, thank you very much. I hope everyone enjoyed the presentation, and we will be getting this video and presentation to you next week. If you have any further questions that you did not ask and you would like to submit it in the chat box, we can forward that to Desiree and she'd be happy to answer them, and we will include that in the email that I send to you with this presentation. But Desiree, thank you very much. I know I learned a lot. I am walking away with my head spinning because there's so many tools that you talked about that I have not used and am not using yet that I need to start educating myself on them. So thank you. And everybody, again, if you would keep an eye on our website, amaphoenix.org, in the upcoming week, we will be getting the upcoming events on there. Our next one is June 9th, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m., Thursday, June 9th, Chris Sietzma from Teach to Fish Digital will be speaking on digital analytics for people in a hurry. And I think that that describes every single one of us that is on this webinar. We are all in a hurry. So he's a great speaker. We've had him before, although it's been ages since the last time he came to speak. So please don't miss that. And we do have a limit, to the audience. So make sure you register early. The Phoenix crowd always likes to register late, but please register early. June 24th, Misty Cortez, the founder of Your Marketing Coach, she will be talking about chatbots, to bot or not. What is a chatbot and how to use it to benefit your business? And then we have 2 July events that we would love to see you attend. Trisha Marie Pelletier, president of Tisha Marie Enterprises, Networking with a Purpose, how to cultivate the right relationships on and offline, which is particularly important now. So please join us. And Wednesday, July 22nd, Evelyn Vega will be hosting a panel of speakers for a career roundtable. And again, this is very timely information. Evelyn Vega is the president of Staffing Strong, and she is also a board member of the AMA Phoenix. So we hope you will be able to join us. And I think that about wraps it. All these events, same location, online. We'll meet everybody here again. I know I miss seeing everybody, so hopefully there will be a point in time that we can get back to in-person events, because I know I'm very anxious to see your faces in person, live, and hopefully that will happen soon. I think that about wraps it up. Again, I would like to thank our sponsors. We can't do this without them. And anybody, I would particularly like to thank Taylor Wellman from Financial Potion for hosting these events for us. Taylor, thank you very much. And Taylor's specialty is video. So should you need video, please do not hesitate to get in touch with her. And she is a past speaker at our AMA events as well. And she's definitely a great resource and someone you should speak to if you need to create some videos. And we thank our supporters once again. And hopefully we will see you all back here for our next webinar. Thank you, everyone, and have a great rest of the day. And please stay safe and stay healthy.